Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika. Y'all, today has been challenging. It has been. And I was handling it, bitch. I was handling it. Up until the last hour, okay? For those of y'all who are new to my channel, I do this sometime. We're going to talk about the 90-day fiance, and I'm going to go in and let her because I'm irritated. So it's going to be real easy. But y'all, you get up. You go to work early this morning. You get off at noontime because this is short day, okay? This is short day this week. Your pussy pop on over to the campus because it's open now. And you're talking to you finally get down to the registrar's office, and then you go on up there and you talk with your counselors and whatnot because you got questions and concerns. I didn't do so well in mass communication this quarter. And it caused my overall GPA to go down. And that concerned me because y'all know I use financial assistance. And I finally got everything together with it, understanding what I did wrong, what I need to do better. Get home. I had a love thing that I was supposed to call yesterday, but it was my boo baby birthday, so I didn't get a chance to call her. But today was a day that I was going to call that lady back, because when I say I'm going to do something for y'all, I try to do it. And I had a conversation with her on Rush, talked to her. When I got through talking to her, I sat down and thought I was about to do the 90-day fiance, and I was going to watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, then I get a message to the phone. Girl, your cable bill due. What? Our cable bill was due next week. No, bitch. I looked at the bill and the message and seen that I'm a week behind, bitch. I'm a whole week behind. So, guess what? They done moved the shit from right across the damn road down there where it was to way out on your drive. I got run way out there. Oh. Peace be still. Y'all, I have not watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, as you can tell. I have not watched it yet. I'm sorry. When I get off of this here, I'm going to go on over there, and I'm going to watch the shit, and I'm going to upload that video as well. The only thing that I did spur of the moment today, I watched Justin Jay's video, and this shit just tugged at a bitch heartstring, and I felt like I needed to say something. I don't know, but let me stop saying it. I know he seen the damn video, child. He seen them videos because I know how Justin Jay operates. He saw the videos, but I wanted to show him support because coming out saying that, you HIV positive, especially in a world like today, even though modern technology has advanced so much so that HIV, a positive HIV status, does not mean a death sentence at all. It's still a lot of stupid motherfuckers on YouTube that'll take something like that and try him, and you wasn't gonna try him. Not on that. Now on that other shit, if he doing some shit, that's between y'all. But what you wasn't gonna do was come for that man on that. It took a lot of courage to tell the story. He gonna be just fine, and I needed him to know that folks in his YouTube community, his colleagues, had his back 100%. And since he put it in public, I publicly endorsed him and showed him love and support. And that's all I had time to do. Now we're gonna do the 90-day fiance. Girl, y'all know how I do my 90-day fiance. I do the review couple by couple. I don't go scene by scene because it kind of throw y'all, and I don't want to be throwed off. So we started off this is season 6, episode 6, Flirting with Disaster. Okay, and we started it off with Colt and Larissa. Colt and motherfucking Larissa. Child, with Miss Debbie in the car, they headed out to old raggedy. They headed out to dinner. My question is, why do they have that raggedy ass car with no air conditioning? Living in that desert, sucking in that dry ass heat. Why they in that goddamn car? Anyway, they headed to eat to this Brazilian restaurant for Colt and Debbie engagement, I guess. Debbie's trying to She said she ain't never tried that country's food before. Larissa says she don't like Debbie food because it's bland, basically like hospital food. So eating some food from her native country gonna be a beautiful thing. So we see them get to the restaurant, and the waiter is communicating with Larissa in her own native Portuguese or whatnot. And Cody's sitting up there looking like they did something wrong by having that conversation. I'm like, are you jealous, or are you are you jealous because he paying attention to your woman? Or are you jealous of the fact that you don't know the shit? Anyway, she telling them about the meal they have ordered and tell them that, that in Brazil this would be considered an expensive meal. Then they move on to talking about the wedding, and Larissa say that her family can't come because it's too far away, America too far away. And we learn they do talk about the wedding. Colt listens, but he don't really care. That's what she telling us. She said, we can't make plans because I'm dealing with somebody that don't really care. He'll talk, but he don't really have any interest in anything. Debbie took that to mean that Colt not ready. Now, Debbie, is that what you got out of that? Or did you get out of that you not ready for him to marry her because you don't really care for her now? Are you worried that she taking your place is the question. Now, he said that he loves her, but he needs to know that they compatible. Boy, what? You done brought this girl thousands of miles from foreign lands to your lands. And you talking about you got to make sure. See, I heard that a lot in that episode last night. I got to make sure. Bitch, you should have knew before you brought these people from their native country land to America on the sole purpose of getting married. The fuck you mean? I'm going to get down on Kalani in a few minutes too. What the hell you mean you got to make sure? Yeah, that don't make no... We know they married anyway, but y'all, anyway, Coda's a kid. And we know they married now, but I don't think these people compatible. Plus, she got a little issues with her too. Later on, they outside at the back of the house, back at the house having drinks, and he noticed she feeling some kind of way about that dinner and how indecisive and nonchalant he was about making those wedding preparations with her. So he decides that he has found a venue that they could possibly go and look at and choose to be the venue for their reception. And of course she happy because she feel like that mean that he paying attention. Not necessarily so, girl. So we see them gone to this place. It seems like it's a fairly nice place. They meet the tour guide with the glasses, Sarah. And she is, Sarah was all right. Sarah was doing her job, showing them around, showing them things that might interest them in selecting that venue as the venue for their reception. However, Colt was a bit complimentary to the point where it annoyed Larissa. She like, you ain't told me I'm beautiful. She say he a womanizer. That boy, the titty sitting up on his chest bigger than mine. And you say he a womanizer. For who? But I can understand that, if y'all ain't on good terms and see him compliment another woman, that will put a woman in her feelings. And that's clearly what happened right then. She got in her feelings. She told him that he compliment other women a little bit too much. She called him an attention whore. He finds it funny and says that she doing too much. Then she said to him, you supposed to compliment me, which you have not done so. So he decides to compliment her. Now, at this point, y'all know when a woman have to tell you what it is that you ain't did, and then you turn around and do it, we ain't trying to hear that shit. We mad now. She don't want to hear it. So, Miss Tour Guide Sarah decides to go get some wedding cake samples for them. Because she asked Colt. Colt ain't asked Larissa nothing. None. It's like he's making all the decisions and he ain't thinking about her input in it whatsoever. So when the girl come back, we got this awkward ass moment where they sitting up there acting like they don't want to eat the cake, but then they finally taste the cake. Then she says that she don't. It's a nice cake and everything, but it's a carrot cake, and she don't want no carrot cake for her wedding. She want her a chocolate. She said Colt needs to decide if he want to marry, because if he don't, then she can very well leave. Girl, you should have left. Because you got issues and he got issues, and together y'all issues ain't making no sense. To me, he don't make her feel included. Now, Larissa, I ain't here for her either, because y'all know we done found out some things about Larissa. Plus, her overall attitude is not very nice of someone who is coming from a foreign country into someone's home. Now, I understand that she did have partial reason to be looking at shit strange, but just because you think something don't mean you need to speak it. You need to show some decorum and some mannerism about yourself. Girl, who taught you any etiquette skills? But with even all of that being said, I feel like he disregard her feelings a whole lot. I told y'all that, but you know, God ain't gonna bless no mess. He's just not. And why you left them kids in Brazil? See, that's my issue with her. Why you left them kids in Brazil make no mention of them? You know, that didn't sit well with me. You act like you single, no kids. That's not the truth. That bothers me, y'all, especially her reasoning. You have said that the father was a cross-dressing bisexual that you say stole from you, jacked up your credit. But what did the kid do? Then you're a little violent. Because it's reported that you done got into domestic altercations in Brazil. We know for damn sure you done got into 2 since you've been here in America, over there in Las Vegas. So, y'all don't really, I don't see how y'all gonna work, but good luck to you. But if you ask me, bye, ho. Bye. I wasn't feeling that. I get how she mad. Because we supposed to be doing this together. And you walking up in here, you done picked this venue, it's nice. But you so busy staring over at Sarah with the glasses face, you ain't paying me no attention. And you ain't even complimenting me today. You ain't told me I look nice. You ain't smiling and cheesing in my face the way you smiling and cheesing in this practical stranger face. Now, I think she was pulling it when she said he an attention whore. Can you see that? I don't. Not big titty Colt. No, he's not no attention whore. He might be a little flirtatious, but he ain't no attention whore. Cause child, attention on what? Foolishness. Steven and Olga. This dude just too much to me. He's still slick talking shit at Olga. I don't like that. She trying to be optimistic and say that they will get better, but he don't know that. But he don't know how to listen, and he gets an attitude over little or nothing. Hell, they couldn't even hardly agree on how to put the child seat in the car. He catches attitude as they driving, saying that she will not tell him that he can't touch his kid. Never mind the fact the girl is trying to explain to you. She's only saying that because she want to make sure that the baby remains germ-free as possible. It's all about him. Never mind that she just had her body ripped apart giving birth to his child, then been gutted from one end of her damn stomach to the other to bring forth life in this country that don't seem to be as advanced medically as we are here in the United States. You saw the conditions of the hospital, but all he can think about is how she hurt his feelings. They bumping heads. He thinking she trying to be mean. She telling him that it's a language barrier there. Yeah, I understand English, but maybe the way I'm saying things to you, you're taking offensively, but it's not meant in an offensive manner. I'm not trying to offend you. And if you would just give me a minute and calm down, you'll understand that I ain't trying to hurt you. And all I kept saying to myself is, boy, seek therapy. You say you grew up in a house where arguing was the norm. It seemed like instead of you doing what you said you don't want to do, you said you in the beginning of this season, you didn't want that to be a reality for your son. You didn't want your son to grow up in those conditions, but yet and still, you providing those conditions already because you are constantly arguing with this woman about nothing. Because she say something and you take it the wrong way, you get all in your feels. I don't get that. She tried to talk like he wants her to talk, saying please. He's still asking him to wash his hand. He still he wasn't clowning her, but he still wasn't receptive to her telling him that. Yeah, I cannot. He has no idea what this girl body has been through. All the changes and hormonal changes that she, going through. Her stuff is completely out of whack, okay? And all he can do is be selfish. Thinking about self and how she making him feel. I don't get it with him. I don't even know really what to say about Steven other than the fact that he is very, very disturbed when it comes to understanding what a woman needs and what a woman go through in being pregnant and delivering a baby. It's like she went through hell and he want her to pacify him. All she asking you to do is take extra precaution to make sure that the baby is okay and stop talking to her so fast. As a matter of fact, listen to the silence, is what she told him. They gonna have a rough road ahead because if he ain't getting it now, he ain't gonna get it later. Good luck to them too. I don't like him. Jay and Ashley. He's uncomfortable, y'all, in this country. He gave a lot. He gave up a lot to come to this country. And if I hear that he a black man one more goddamn time, I think I'm probably going to just lose my damn mind. Ashley say Jay been highly agitated since his trip to the barbershop and won't tell her why. Child, he's not the one for you. That's why. He told us he don't really do a whole lot of talking. Then all of a sudden, child, that phone of his went off. And Ashley wanted to know who it was and what they wanted. He said a friend from back home, a female, I used to do tattoos for, and she wanted to know when can I do one for her again. Ashley felt the same way I do. If you done left that life behind and you done moved here and we supposed to be finna start this marriage, first of all, why is she hitting you up like you coming back tomorrow? She said she don't trust him. And he shouldn't really be taking calls or texts from anybody other than his family. He said he ain't no prisoner, honey. She said no trust, no relationship. Later on, he's cooking dinner in hopes of trying to make up with Ashley. So when they sit down to have this dinner, and first they start off with a little small talk, then she said that they need to work on their communication skills. She feels that that would be the best thing for them. She wants him to talk more. He said, if that's what you want, then I'll do that. Meaning that I don't feel that we need to be doing this. I'm not concerned about the arguing and the tension that's between us. I'm gonna work on trying to do this more for you because I need you to shut the fuck up. That's what I got. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me in the pen. I ain't got no problem with it. But that's what I got. I didn't get him wanting to work and find solutions and work on things to better them as a couple. I see him saying, okay, you keep talking to me about this and I really don't want to talk about it. So I'm going to go on and pacify you and tell you we can do this. And I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing this for us. She wasn't feeling it because that's the same way that she took it. He said she crazy. And he need her to stop being spiteful. Girl, when he would have said I was crazy and I need to stop being spiteful and I done spent all this money to bring your ass over here, you'd have been on that same damn flight tomorrow going back to Jamaica. He said she need to hush and listen to him sometime. She asked him where did he go the night before. He said, I only know 2 places. She said, but it wasn't necessarily about you necessarily telling me where you're going. It's the common courtesy of just letting me know that you left. He said he don't feel like he needs to tell her every time he walk out the door because he grown. He ain't 13. She said that he needs to learn common respect and courtesy. She said Natalie told her Jay cheated on her in Jamaica and she didn't believe it. But baby, if he cheat on her over here, it's not going to last. That conversation went absolutely nowhere. Because at the end of the day, she feel like she said what she said and he feel like he said what he said. He ain't backing down. This boy too young. This boy just sat in a damn barbershop and said, if I could live with her without marrying her and stay in America, I would. Meaning he's not ready to be married to you. He thinking about everything the men said in that damn barbershop, which I knew that he would think that way anyway. He making a major step with you. One that you may be ready to make, but he ain't. Remember, you walked away from 2 engagements before when you were younger. You are 11 years his senior. You've had time to grow. He hasn't. And it may be cute to have your little Jamaican piece of Rastafarian peen over there in the bed with you every night. But girl, what you gonna go through to try to keep that man in your life, is it really worth it? He's gonna fail you because he's not ready. It's only a matter of time before you see it. I said last week, I said the week before, and I'm going to say it again this week. You should have just continued to keep your frequent flyer miles together. And just when you feel like going on vacation and have some free time, roll on over there and lay up with him and have a good time with him for a little while. And then go back home. But trying to bring him to America and get him to be the man that you would like him to be, it's probably not going to work in your favor. Because I don't think that this man is ready for what you're ready for. He's showing signs of it right now. All you got to do is pay attention. Question is she going to pay attention or not? What's she going to do? Girl, you got something on your hand too. Now let's move on over to Lita and Eric, okay? Lita family is going back to Indonesia, so they all headed back to New York to see them all. She said that her folks are disappointed because, but she hoping everything gonna be okay. Rena, her sister, is absolutely totally against this and feel like she should be returning back to the United States the Indonesia with them. She is so upset about it, she's not even bothering coming down to say goodbye to them. She don't approve. Her parents say that they hope Eric will be able to take care of his new family. They say they don't know if they're going to return for the wedding. Lita said a part of her wanted to go with her parents, but she loves Eric. So she hopes that she's making the best decision for her and her son, Alessandro. Girl, you one step closer to that doctorate that you're looking for and that green card. Who you fooling, girl? Child, them parents look like, girl, please. And Mama Lita must don't know no English because the whole time she been in America and we been seeing her on camera, all she did was nod and grunt. The whole time. Daddy tried to have a little conversation. Mama ain't said nothing. Later, we see them return back home and she's trying to clean up. And now that her family's gone. And she's still upset that Eric didn't prepare the place for her and Alessandra. Right? She thinks Tasha left that mess on purpose and she don't want to share a living space with her. He tells her that Tasha's looking for, he's looking for a house and Tasha will move soon. But for right now, they're going to stay in the apartment and Tasha will eventually move out. Lita says she's not feeling Tasha because she, again, thinks that she did that, leaving the apartment in a mess on purpose. She feel like that girl did that on purpose. She blaming Tasha for every single thing that is going on that she don't like. She went so far as to tell this man in this episode, when he said his daughter would be home from work soon, I don't even know if I want to meet her. And I want her to really move today. She said she's not happy. And he told her, but I'm not putting my daughter out because she's family, just give her time. Now, as they having this conversation, Miss Tasha comes home from work. She walks in, says the place looks nice and smells nice. She speaks to Lita. Lita sitting there with that constipated face because she want him to put his child out in the streets that day just to appease her stinking ass. She finally speaks and Tasha asks if she liked America. Tasha also apologized for the apartment conditions. She said she had been busy with work, but she had received a text message, so she pretty much knew what she was going to be walking into. Tasha meets Alessandro, and then Lita went back to talking about the apartment condition the day that she came there, and asked that girl, did she do it on purpose? Tasha knew that Lita was upset, like I said, and she told her she felt bad for the way the apartment was, but she ain't gonna lose no damn sleep about it, and no, she didn't do it on purpose. Lita then tells her that she wants her to move out because she feels they can't get past this. See, let me tell you something. This is where me and Lita would have fell out, and we would have been trying to rush her back to New York to catch that flight with her parents. Because, bitch, what you ain't gonna do is bring your barely able to speak English ass over here and talk crazy to my children. Now, do I think that that girl did that apartment like that? Well, hell, who the hell else did it? If Eric ain't leave it like that, who the hell else did it? And clearly, that has been something that has been acceptable in that household. Now, the girl done said she's sorry. She see that it is a big deal. Let's see if she gonna go forward and do better and not have the apartment in disarray. But what we not gonna do is sit there and let some foreign bitch with no prospects tell my child that she wants her to get out and get out that day. Eric, you's a weak piece of fish. You ain't no better than the fish you're sitting, that Asian fish, Indonesian fish that you're sitting next door to. Because instead of you putting a halt to that woman telling your daughter that she need to get out and get out that day, you begin to tell Tasha, well, maybe we can take you around to some extended stays and maybe find you a little something. But then Tasha hit you with some real life stuff. Since you coming to me like you ain't my parent, let me come to you like you ain't my parent. My name on the lease. And far as I know, hers ain't. I pay half for everything around here. Now, I'm going to go, but I ain't going today. And if that's what you got in your mind, then I don't know what to tell you. Eric gonna then say, well, I ain't been asking you to pay as many bills around here as of late because I wanted you to be able to save money. Lita says, oh, so you haven't been taking money from her? He said, not much, in hopes that she could save money. Tasha told him, look, again, I'm sorry about the disarray of the apartment when you got here. I didn't mean to make you this mad. But at the end of the day, my name is on the lease here. And if you want me away from around y'all living conditions so much, so how about y'all move? Because I'm on the lease here. Eric says, but it's more feasible for you to move. No, if your money is right like you claim like it is, which is why you wouldn't take them parents' money, then you should be able to get her to a home. You just said you've been looking at a house. Go move into it. I lost every ounce of respect that I had left in me for that man when he let this stranger, basically stranger, come into his home and really want to put his daughter on the streets. Now, he didn't let her do it, but he was sitting there trying to find ways. He didn't check that bitch, and that's what he should have done. Now, the girl was wrong. The apartment shouldn't have been left messy. But is that how y'all really live, though? I'm more inclined to believe that's how y'all live. But for you to sit here and let that little Indonesian piece of stank bitch talk crazy at your child, she could take her privileged ass back to Indonesia where she got maids and butlers and leave you over here living your best good life with your child. If you was a real man, that's what you would have told her. Because, see, next week she gonna nut up on your ass about child support. Now, when Tasha had said what she had said, and she walked out to go lay down and get her some rest, she tells Eric, Lita, is there anything else I don't know? Because if I hear anything else that I don't already know, you're going to be in big trouble. I didn't know if she was talking to him or her child. I'm around here looking at the TV trying to figure out, she must be talking to her child like that. Because what kind of trouble can a bitch that ain't even got full authority to be in this country do to me when I'm her everything right now? Baby, she better get on that hotline bling and call mama and papa leader down to the airport and tell them to cancel their fight or delay it because I'm on my way. That's what she would have been doing if it would have been me. Because I respect you, but what you don't do is you don't put your mouth on my egg. Just like that man ain't did nothing but be respectful to that little boy you got, you better have some respect for his daughter. And the fact that he didn't stand up for his child in that moment, not only did he throw her under the bus last week, this week he let this heifer talk to her crazy. You's a whole different type of man. Her puss must be got gold in it, honey. What kind of puss you? Oh, you don't get puss that much. So any puss will make you crazy. I was so done with him. I am so done with him. I hope she run his ass ragged. If she do, I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. Because that's everything that he deserved for doing that to his child. You don't never do your kid no any kind of way. For no piece of puss from across the water. Girl, please. And another person I'm tired of on this show so now is Kalani. Kalani, you knew what the fuck you was getting. You know this man is not from a civilized part of the world. Coming to America is a whole new world for him. From the housing to the streets. And for you to sit there and be talking to your brother as y'all down to the paw about you don't know if you should marry him because he do little harmful things toward the baby made me look at you crazy. What exactly has he done to that baby? Yes, he shouldn't have taken the baby out of the damn car seat when y'all was on y'all way to Utah. But bitch, did you prepare bad? Did you prepare? You knew it was a long ride. Babies get cranky. Where was his pacifier? Where was his bottle? What was his teasing, if he's teasing, his teasing ring? What was a baby toy for him? Where was something that would keep him soothed long enough for you to make that trip to Utah? You were ill prepared, not him. He did the only thing he knew, which was pick the baby up to try to soothe the baby to stop him from yelling. You, instead of explaining to him in a civilized adult way that we can't do that because you risk, if somebody was to hit this car, the baby could be flown, be knocked through the windshield. Don't take the baby out because of legal reasons. The state patrol pulled me over and you got this baby out the car seat. That's one hell of a ticket. Explain it to him. But don't sit there and chastise him like a child because you knew what he was. He wasn't like this when you met him in Samu because you are in his country. You around his stuff, things that are familiar to him. He is on your domicile now. He on your lands, and it's gonna take a minute. And how many kids do Nick have to be such an authoritative voice on it? See, once again, you was down at that park putting your family in your business. That's the reason why your family get this boy grief right now. It's because you don't know how to keep your damn mouth closed. You got issues with your man, you talk to your man, not your family. Because when you and your man work past y'all's situation, your family still gonna hate his ass, just like they do now. Then you send him to the store with your brother to see how he's gonna react. And your brother in there giving him grief about carrying the baby up on his shoulders. Now, that big head ass baby can hold his damn head up. He got enough mobility. Now, I used to get scared with my brothers and stuff. I used to do that with my kids. But I ain't never thought that the baby was going to fall. This man walks around probably toting animals on his damn shoulders. You think he going to drop his baby? Give him a chance. And that's what he told you. Did you bring me here to tell me everything about me is wrong? I don't need your brother telling me shit. I'm not going to kill my child. If I hurt my child, I hurt my child and I take responsibility for it. Every parent done did something. We done either bumped the baby head. Shit, some of these babies done fell off on the goddamn bed. You turn your head for 2 seconds and your baby is doing that mobility thing and fall off the damn bed. Now, is it good? No, it's not. But accidents happen. But I don't see him deliberately or even. I think he will hurt himself before he hurt that baby. You act like he's a buffoon. And if he a buffoon, what does it say about him, about you, that you brought his ass over here to marry him? Talking about if he still can't get it together and stop doing dangerous things with the baby, there's no wedding. Use another stupid bitch. Because you brought him over there. You knew what he was. Did you think that in a matter of days he would be acclimated to this country and the way we do things over here, that everything would be perfect? He wasn't going to, he got the bond with the child. The child been here 5 months. I just thought about it. The baby is 5 months. Bitch, my grandson 5 months. We can put him up on our shoulder. My son do it all the time. That big old head, he got mobility skills with that big old head. Yes, you do all right. Her brother was right. If the child was to fall because the crown isn't completely closed up, it could be a bad situation. But do you honestly think this man would do anything to hurt his child? And again, why y'all keep acting like he pussy weak? Fuck y'all. You can get rid of that man if you want to, but you're going to end up by yourself. Because you ain't no prize, bitch. And I'm going to tell you something. He's liked. He's probably fan favorite of this show. What you won't do, another woman, including the bitch down to the airport that told you if it don't work out with her. Oh. And I don't, you too young. You know, he young. But you know, I'll be a little nice to you too. So, Asuelo, I got little cougar tendencies every now and again about myself. I slam dunk him for you and teach him how to be Americanized. Okay, bitch. Jonathan Fernando. Jonathan, you very immature. But you should have prepared your family for what you wanted to do with your life. It's unfair of you to put this girl in a situation where it seemed like she can't win because your mama ain't giving her no break and your sister wasn't either. Your sister wasn't as bad, but your mama worse. They got a problem because they found out about your engagement and how serious you was with this girl via social media. Why did you not tell your family? Is it something that you know that they know about you that would have made them come at your ass and tell you, stop playing? Why you ain't want to tell your family what the deal was? Then you got this girl going in situations where she can't win. Now, the sister kind of gave her a break. Sister issue is like, damn, she younger than me. I'm 22. I ain't ready for marriage. Well, bitch, that's you. Well, I'm just gonna be cool with it, you know, and let her talk to my mama. My mama go ask them difficult questions. Jonathan's 31 years old. Whatever the fuck he chooses to do with his life is his business. Mama, you was disrespectful as hell. Sea6, you was disrespectful. You come over there to meet the girl. She hoping that everything gonna be good with you. And as soon as you walk in the door, you looking at her like you got something to say. Then you start asking them what's the rush. Telling her she's so young. I agree she's young, but that's a decision that she's made. And you can't keep beating her down and telling her that she's too young to make a decision that the law says she can make. With your children, all you can do is advise them. It's up to them to take heed or to do what they want to do. And all we supposed to do as parents, once they fuck it up, is be there to, A, tell their ass, I told you so, because I'm going to do it. And 2, help them navigate on how to pick up the pieces. Mama was rude. But see, you could tell her, Jonathan get her the business. You could tell. Because when she started talking about what I had you at 22, he said you still was young. Baby, they got into an argument about getting mathematics correct about these type of things. Then the girl says that, Jonathan said, well, since you done been married a few times, maybe you can give us some advice. Her advice was don't do it. Even after you still being rude to this girl, she invited you to go wedding dress shopping with her. And you couldn't you couldn't put your personal feelings aside and just support her and your son in this moment. You gonna say that, first of all, who gonna pay for it? Bitch, who you think gonna pay for it? Jonathan said me. You gonna trust her with a credit card? Once again, you're trying to send a dig out saying the girl young. Then instead of you just saying yes, you say that you need to think about it a minute. And you get up and excuse yourself and leave. I don't really care too much about Jonathan. I mean, he's some good eye candy, and I don't want the season to end because I want to look at him a couple more weeks and everything. But I feel like if he wants to try this with this girl and she want to try it, leave them be. Why is it that you can't just know your role? You can't make nobody do nothing. But you ain't got to be rude. Mama, you was rude. Sister was a little rude, but sister pulled it back together and realized, really, this ain't my business. Mama, you come over there in your feelings because he didn't tell you first. I know mothers are particular about their boys. I got 2 of them. But I respect the decisions that they made. If I don't like the goddamn girl, I'm going to tell him. And I'm going to tell him why. But what I'm not going to do is, I'm not going to push her away. Because if I push her away, I'm pushing him away. Because best believe he going to follow his puss. That was disrespectful. That was just disrespectful to me. Then when the lady leave, that girl couldn't do nothing but cry. Now next week she is going to go wedding shopping with her. But I just felt like, who are you people? For real, who are you people? Don't none of y'all know how to conduct yourselves like adults. Especially the ones that's having to blend in with people's families and whatnot. Y'all disrespectful as hell. And ain't no damn way. Now I see why he ain't tell you nothing, mama. Because you don't know how to act. How many miles on your puss, bitch? How many decisions you done made that ain't right? You don't know that girl from a hill of beans. You didn't even give her a damn chance. You just started talking shit because your son made a decision that didn't include you. And you looking at her saying she too young. I may feel like she too young, but she grown. I swear, low. That's it. That's all for the 90-Day Fiancé. Please get down in the panel section, also known as the comments, and let me know your thoughts and opinions. Welcome to each and every one of my new love things. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope that you like it over here. If you got any situations, concerns, anything, please feel free to hit me up. My email is always down there in the panel section. Also, if you got any 90-Day Fiancé tea, feel free to send it to me, and we'll discuss it down here on the reviews that I do each and every week. As for my Real Housewives of Atlanta people, I am going to go watch that show right now. And I will come back and I will do the review and get it up for you all on camera tonight. I'm going to get it up tonight, okay? I apologize that I'm late. Y'all know we coming off of a major holiday. I'm family oriented as hell. I'm still trying to get over everything, child, because we had a wonderful time, okay? I am so grateful for my family. And I'm grateful for you all becoming a part of my family. Whether you are A1 from day one or you came along as the journey is continuing on. Thank you. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video because ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Subscribe to my channel for the free 99. Also, hit your notification bell so that each and every time I drop a video or go live from this channel, you will be notified of that and you can come over and join in the conversation. Get down in the panel section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on last night's episode of the 90-Day Fiancé. I will see you all back shortly for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Peace.